Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Cracked Open Podcast. I am your host, Goddess Tali, and it is Monday, big sacral chakra energy, okay? Now it is May the 12th, 2025. We have a full moon today. Full moon is in Libra. Um, this is going to be a Monday special. Ooh, just a little few reminders. We do have FMTV at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depending on when I post this, you should be able to catch Wood Grain. He has his FMTV at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You understand? So again, full moon in Libra. Full moon in Libra. Ooh. And it's Monday. And it's Monday. So let's title this Full Moon Alchemy. You understand? You know we got Moon Baby Alchemy in the Kindle stores right now. How to Unfuck Your Mind, written by Goddess Telly. So we're gonna title this Full Moon Alchemy. What is the full moon all about, right? Full Moon Alchemy. The cards that I pulled today, I should have left it at one, but we can't leave it at one. We're not just doing a tarot card of the day. We're just going to do a full blown read, right? And the first few cards, the first card was the magician, right? Let me bring the spread back. Hold please. So the first card was the magician, and I was just gonna do a one card pull. I was just gonna do a one card pull, but I'm like, no. Today is the 12th. That's that 8, 5, 1, 2. It's that 8 infinity. I was told to keep going, right? I was told to keep going. So, can I get a vibe check though? If y'all tapping in and y'all see this video on YouTube, can y'all comment down below? Don't just leave an emoji. Don't just leave fire signs. That actually does not help the creator. It hurts. Leave a full sentence if you can. I'll do it on yours. If you need me to subscribe to your channel, need me to comment on some things, y'all let me know. But don't just leave. This is a tip. Even if you don't leave a comment on Monday Born Mentality, right? Whenever you go to leave a comment on somebody's, if you're looking to help, if you're looking to assist, and you're looking to leave a comment, do not leave an emoji. Do not leave fire signs. Tell the people how you really feel about the content that you just absorbed. Really help the creator. Don't just be lazy with it and just put fire emojis. I used to do that. I did that. Sometimes I find myself doing it, but here's this awareness right here. Leave a sentence, leave a message. I want to give a quick shout out. She's a Friday born. Thank you, Keisha. Keisha is always leaving a comment under the YouTube, under our YouTube, under our YouTube channel. So shout out to you, Keisha. Speaking of Keisha, right? There's a TV show, right? It's freaking awesome. It's dope. It's 8 series, and I don't watch TV like that. We're gonna get into the episode, but I don't watch TV like that. But when I do, I make sure I binge watch so I can have that little lazy moment, or whatever it's called, and then I get back to business, right? So I binge watched this show called Lovers, and I also not Lovers. It's called Forever. I'm sorry, it's on Netflix. I'm not being paid for this, but Netflix, you want to pay me for this sponsorship, go right ahead. I am open. You understand? I am open and available to receive. You understand? But it is a TV show on Netflix called Forever, and I was trying to figure out like why. First of all, it had a lot of synchronicities in it, right? Even down to the character's name, Justin and Keisha. Then there's a name, the name in there, Jaden. Like, based on what they're doing in the show, is like, are they tapped into to what we got going on over here? It's very interesting. But another thing was one of my favorite authors, Judy Bloom. I used to always read Judy Bloom's book. So to hear that this series called Forever is inspired by Judy Bloom's book, that really like lit up my sacral chakra. You understand? And today is all about sacral energy, right? So I felt like that was interesting. So I say all that to say, I know I'm rambling. Oh man, this episode, I hope it's not going to be long. I say all that to say, check out that new series on Netflix called Forever. Okay. Inspired by Judy Bloom. This makes me want to go ahead and grab a Judy Bloom book and read it because I used to always read Judy Bloom. Maybe we'll save that for childhood, inner child Tuesdays. How about that? We'll do that when we do some root work. Come tomorrow, we'll probably read from Judy Bloom. Who knows? But okay, can we get into it? First of all, always know this is a sacred space. Again, this is a full moon. We have a full moon tonight, and also we'll have a reintroduction panel. It's going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where there's going to be ladies on the panel reintroducing themselves. And that falls in line with the read that I'll be providing too, because even with the full moon, it's all about releasing shit, releasing things, releasing people, releasing habits that no longer serve you. Out with the old, in with the new. We can't keep carrying old energy and old baggage, and we got our hands out for new shit. Where does the new shit fit, right? Where does the new shit fit? So tonight we're going to be reintroducing ourselves, especially under this full moon. Never mind who you thought I was. So tonight we realign, we rebirth, and we reclaim. We've been talking about this for the last few readings, about how we rush past our pain, how we rush past our grief, how we rush past our mess, right? But Spirit says stop running. Tonight is the night. Tonight we check in. Tonight we release. Tonight is a reintroduction to the power that we hold within, right? So be sure to check us out tonight. Not sure if it's going to be recorded because it will be a sacred space. But listen, we're an open book around these parts, so we are allowing ourselves to be cracked open. So let's get into the reading. I felt like that intro was like hella long. Where are we at on the timer? All right. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. 8:08 on the timer. All right, let's get into the read. I like to talk. I talk. Okay, my name means to sing, literally. So sometimes I just be rambling. So we got 8 minutes out the way. Let's say. Okay, let's do the tarot card. The tarot card is and I'm gonna pull additional cards. All right. So the first card that we have is the Magician, okay? Know that you are the creator. What you speak and focus on becomes. You understand? So the reflection to this card is, what are you actively creating with your thoughts, with your beliefs, with your focus right now? A lot of us, you got your finger on the trigger and you got your shit pointed at the wrong thing, at the wrong person, at the wrong goal. You understand? So what are you actively creating with your thoughts, with your beliefs, and with your focus right now? The action behind this card is to visualize your ideal life. Journal what it feels like. The Devil card, this is the second card. And the Magician, that's the first card of the day. Is number one, is right after the Fool. Know what you put your energy into, what you give is what you get. Ta-da, you're no longer the Fool. You have become master. You have become the Magician, right? The second card is the Devil. What has a hold on you? This that shadow work right here. And this is a full moon. This is that shadow work, that sacred work. What patterns or addictions keep you numb or keep you small? Identify one craving and name the emotion that it's making. Moon Alchemy, baby, how to unfuck your emotions. That's one of the rules in there. That's one of the guides in there, to put a name on it. You can't just have an addiction. Yeah, I'm addicted. Addicted to what? Addicted to sex, addicted to weed, addicted to food, addicted to sugar. Identify one craving and name the emotion that it's making. I can get a little crazy. You understand? The third card is death and rebirth. Rise, fall, rise, fall, rise, fall. This is your transformation. And wait until I tap into the spirit animal of the day. This is your transformation. Something must go. Can't sit here, seats taken. Something must go. So the question is, what are you clinging to that you have outgrown? It's like when the Hulk, I don't know the Hulk real name before he turned into the Hulk. He done ripped all his clothes off. It's like you can't even wear it no more. You outgrew it, Hulk. Damn, my baby big. Like you outgrew it. So what must go, and what are you clinging on that you have outgrown? That you got the ouch, it hurt. Then let it go. And what you can do to let it go, write a release letter. Write a release letter to that version of yourself and burn it safely tonight. Okay, we're going to be doing a burning ritual over here around these parts. Maybe live for it, but we burning the shit that don't serve us. It has to go. All right. Then here we go. You cannot make this up. The next card that we have is the 8 of Swords. Free yourself. Free your mind. The rest will follow. The color's blind. Don't be so shallow. You understand? That big 8 of Swords energy, you don't even know that you can get out some shit. If anybody know about tarot, you even look at the card. You depict the card. The card is she you look at the card. She's all like feeling imprisoned. But the imprisonment can be in your mind. It's like, and I'm the one on your show, like, girl, if you don't just wiggle. I love looking at the 8 of Swords, bruh. Sorry if my voice is getting a bit amplified. She don't even want to look in the mirror, because if you look, that you'll notice that you're chained and bound. You got a mask around your eyes, and you can't see. But if you notice, you only can't see because the mask is sheer. The mask is see-through. You have your eyes closed. Open your eyes. See, I'm the one that be like, people like, I'm stuck. I can't get out. I'm like, but it's loose. You're stuck because you're fighting it. You're fighting it and you're making it tighter. But if you just suck your stomach in a little bit, the rope will just fall. Think about Dennis the Menace. I think about Dennis the Menace. That's one of my favorite movies, not the cartoon. Dennis the Menace, when the crook kidnapped them, or the crook stole from his name was George, the angry man who absolutely loved Dennis, but he was just grumpy. But his name was George. I want to say his name was George. But the crook stole from George's house, and Dennis said, I'm gonna get your gold back, man. So little Dennis took on this burglar, or this crook, tied him up, and Dennis was like, I bet you I can get out. He was like, man, no, you can't. Dennis did a little wiggle, and then showed him how to really tie a knot. You understand? So when I think of the 8 of Swords, just free yourself. Just let go. Open your eyes. You'll notice that the blindfold ain't tight. You look at the rope, you just wiggle a little bit, and you're free. Boom. So big 8 of Swords energy, free yourself. In what ways are you giving your power away, and why? So here's the action behind this card. Make a list of 3. I feel like I went on a rant somewhere. Sorry, not sorry. So the action behind this card, make a list of 3 small but bold actions that reclaim your agency. You understand? And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. Checkmate, bitch. Checkmate, bitch. The bottom of the deck is structure creates stability. Haha. Building on that solid ground. What systems or routine can you create this week to support your emotional and your spiritual goals? You can go on a fast, and a fast is just not food. You can go on a social media fast. You can legit just cut off the turn back on. A lot of us think that if we shut down, we ain't gonna be able to boot back up. I promise you, you can. I promise you, you will. All right. I think I did all the cards. Yes, 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 yes. The magician. The magician. You are the creator. Abracadabra, bitch. What you speak and focus on becomes. Shimmery, shimmera. But your words, depending on what you are speaking, that's when that devil can come in, right? The second card, what has a hold on you? Is it yourself? Is it your words? Is it you saying you want good, but then you constantly cancel out the idea? So what has a hold on you? What is there a pattern? I have people who they go on a detox, they get ready for their detox, but before the detox, they do all types of bad shit. And then they're like, all right, cool. I'm like, I don't be want to, like, for me, when I'm getting ready to go on a detox, my detox has started because I done already said I was going to do this certain thing. It's not for me to like stuff my face. It's not for me to take in all the unhealthy habits because I know it's T minus 5 minutes before I can no longer have this shit again. The shit will be here. And you're doing a detox because this shit has been hindering you. So why take on this hindrance before the detox? You know, like if it's not truly your medicine, then what are we doing this for? If it's not truly helping, what are we doing? But if that's what people need to do to start their detox, I guess. But I don't recommend that shit. That's why I know people say they don't suggest just going cold turkey. For me, because I don't like to claim that I have an addiction on something. So to prove that, I'll just stop. I'm not going to be like, oh, day 3 has been dreadful. I'm going to talk about how it has been dreadful and how it may be, hard or challenging. But normally when I do my detoxes, once I'm secure and once I'm buckled in, and oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool. Especially because I can talk about it more. I can talk about my challenges more. I can be like, yeah, I was thinking about a piece of chicken, man. I want chicken. But I'm not gonna have it. It's me saying these things, man. I want chicken. I'm like, all right, you want chicken, but let me just go ahead and grab some water. Or go ahead and chop up an onion and put some chicken seasoning on it or something like that. You understand? And that's what I love about me. That's what I love about me. Like, yeah, I grew up on chicken. Like, black people, we eat chicken. But then at the same time, it's like, no, everybody don't eat chicken, Kelly. But I do notice when I do eat my meat or when I eat my sugar or eat something that's not really serving me, it means that I am hiding from something. It means that this is something that's comfortable. So I don't know if anybody has that same effect when you craving something, when you have another goal, an ultimate goal, and you remember why you put this particular item down, whether it's chicken, whether it's fucking sugar, alcohol, weed, whatever, is when you know. I forgot where I was going, but shit, if it's meant to be, it'll come back to me. Um, um, These reads be hard, bruh. I ain't gonna lie, but I am here. This is me. This is who I am, and this is how I show up. Um, yeah, I feel like I was going somewhere talking about chicken. Uh, Another thing, like I used to go through when I was in a detox, because I used to feel like even a detox or even a lifestyle change. I ain't even gonna call it a lifestyle change. It used to be rough because it's like I used to be the one that was like, all right, I don't like to be told that I can't have nothing. Like these strict exercises or these strict diets. Don't tell me what I can't have. So the hardest part of my detox is authority. Being told that you cannot have something, um, that makes me want it more, which I had to get to the bottom. Like, hey, where is that coming from? You're being defiant at this point. You can't have it or you shouldn't have it, but you wanna. That's that ego speaking. Like, yeah, go ahead and eat it. Fall behind. Don't sprout up. Go down. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, today is Monday. Sacral vibes. That was the tarot read. I'm gonna pull a few other cards. Um, God, y'all, I'm sorry. This is a different. I'm not sorry. Everything is happening the way it needs to happen. Can y'all believe I used to not like my voice? Oh man, and here we are, dead space, dead air, and we still in here. But anyway, let me give y'all some. We got some what we have some Monday medicine. Monday medicine, and spirit is like, yeah, you speaking now, but you gonna be upset when you go replay this. This is what you be talking about. You'll be wanting to edit, but stick to the script. Stick to the script, Telly. Sometimes I don't know how to stick to the script. You understand? I like the ad lib. You understand? So Monday medicine, sacral chakra healing. That'd be another reason why certain episodes don't be out yet, because I be sharing a part of myself that I don't normally share to the world. I'm like some people don't deserve Telly. Some people don't deserve you. Like, know that some people don't deserve you. But at the same time, there's people that do. So you have to show up. You have to step up. You already know, if you don't go, that person that's looking at you, they're waiting to bust a fucking move, and they're not going to move. As unfortunate as it is, though, but it's empowering too. They're not going to move until you move. They're not gonna see the things that you've been through and how you got to this beautiful place until you do it. um they're not gonna see it for themselves. So that's always big leader energy. uh Hashtag you go first. Hashtag you go first. Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. So I'm gonna give y'all some Monday medicine. I am a moon baby, sacral chakra energy. It's a little bit of sacral chakra healing. The color is orange. Be sure to wear your orange. The sound is VUM. VUM. The affirmation is, I allow myself to feel, to create, to desire. I allow myself to feel, to create, to desire. I allow myself to feel, to create, to desire. Quick breathing exercise. We're going to inhale deeply through our nose for 4 seconds. We're going to hold for 4 seconds. And we're going to exhale out of our mouth for 6. Okay?
When your son Ricky loves WWE, your husband's more of a dramedy guy, and your daughter loves rom-coms. The money you're
You
ready
can't
to
make
spend
this
on
up.
streaming services
Trying to tell you, we be trying to do some serious stuff over here. Then we want to get hit with commercial breaks. Trying to breathe and stuff. This what makes this is what makes me so freaking dope. Because I love the people who love me. The people who stick around despite the, let's say, unprofessionalism. We're not too serious over here. We serious. We serious. But also, yeah, we ain't paying for no YouTube. we It's okay to interrupt us. But you cross that gun line, boss. You understand? So I appreciate y'all. Let's get back to the breathing exercises. Okay? Inhale deeply. And this for people. Listen, I still struggle with meditation and breathing exercises. I'm an asthmatic. I didn't focus on my breathing. I only focused on my breathing when I couldn't breathe. And that's not good. That's not good. The only time I really paid attention to when I wasn't breathing is when I wasn't breathing. And even when I wasn't breathing, I made it seem like I was breathing, bypassing people trying to get to my breath. You understand? Not good. Not good. Not helpful. Not helpful. All right. So let's go back. Let's just rewind a little bit. Affirmation. I allow myself to feel, to create, to desire. I allow myself to feel, to create, to desire. Inhale deeply through your nose. Hold for 4. Exhale through your mouth for 6. So inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it for 4 counts. Release it 6 counts through your mouth. Repeat. One more time. Then use the chant VAM. Focusing on your lower belly. VAM. Repeat that as many times as you need. All right. That is some Monday medicine. That's the medicine that you need for Mondays. Get you some sacral chakra medicine. A few journal prompts for the sacral chakra is: what emotions have you been suppressing lately? What emotions have you been suppressing lately? Second question: what do you desire that you've told yourself that you cannot have? What do you desire that you told yourself that you cannot have? Third question: when do you feel most creative? When do you feel the most alive? When do you feel the most free? When do you feel the most creative, alive, and free? Third question. Now that's some sacral chakra prompts, just 3. 1 + 1 is 3. I'm going to just give y'all 3. Full moon and Libra journal prompts and rituals that you can use. Libra is all about balance, beauty, relationships, and self-worth, right? So some release prompts are: what relationship, what habit, or what mindset is throwing you off balance and must be released tonight. It got to go tonight. What relationship, what habit, or what mindset is throwing you off balance and must be released tonight? Full moon ritual suggestions. Take what you need, leave what you don't. You can set water under the moon to absorb lunar energy for your baths, for your teas, for your cleansing. Charge your crystals, especially rose quartz, moonstone. You can write and burn, write and release. Release letter to your old self, your old habits, or your griefs. Dance or sway to music, and dance or sway to music. That helps with your sacral chakra. Get sexy with it, get creative with it. Move your hips, awaken your sacral chakra. You can take a moon bath, even if indoors. Light a candle, soak with intention. Okay, the spirit animal of the day is the moth. The message is the moth is a symbol of transformation, vulnerability, and attraction to the light, even when surrounded by darkness, right? What flame are you drawn to? And is it feeding you or is it burning you out? The goddess of the day is Goddess Allah. She is the goddess of grief. Her message to you is you must feel it to heal it. Stop bottling it up. I was asking for a different goddess, right? This is just, and my partner, he says this all the time. You know, a man makes plans, and God shows you. I forgot what he say. A man makes plans and God laughs, right? So I've been calling in a particular goddess, but based off this whole theme, this just makes sense, and you can't make this up. You want something. I was banking. I said, "Yup, I'm gonna see her today. This goddess is coming out today." So I go with spirit. You know, I go with energy. You know, so the goddess of the day is goddess Allah. She is the goddess of grief, right? So and it makes sense for the full moon. It makes sense to have the magician cards, the eight of swords, the devil, the death and the rebirth, and then on the bottom of the deck, the emperor. So when I saw this goddess, I was like, all right, we've been talking about this for the past few days. If y'all been checking out the previous episodes, we've been talking about releasing things that no longer serves us. We've been talking about rejection. We've been talking about, grief, letting go. So her message is, if you got to feel it to heal it. You can't keep bottling it up. You're surely you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to shit yourself. You understand? So give spirit your grief and let it pour out like rain. Remember, I plugged y'all to the song Corinne Hawthorne, It's Okay to Cry. This goddess declaration is, I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. We be calling on our ancestors as if they not here. All you just got to say their name. You just got to speak them. Speak their name. I'm supported by loved ones here and in the unseen. I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Y'all think I'm by myself? Yeah, that's why y'all just think it's just little old Telly, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. And like I said, we just talked about this, how crying is cleansing, not weakness, right? Stop trying to be strong all the time. Cry it out, mourn, release. This is how you make space for the magic. This is how you make space for the magic, right? Just a few reminders. We do have FMTV tonight. It's 10:10. It is 10:10 on the clock. You understand? We do have FMTV tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We may be doing a guided release, so I invite everyone to write what they're releasing on a piece of paper and burn it, flush it, rip it if you're indoors. But if you have the capacity to go outside, burn it and give it to Mother Gaia. You understand? Especially under this full moon. All right? Just give it to Mother Gaia. So I release, I reclaim, I rise. I release, I reclaim, I rise. I release, I reclaim, I rise. 35 minutes. Great Googa Moogla. 35 minutes. Oh no, I didn't know this episode was this long. Because you was barking all the first 8 minutes, telling you, God dang. All right. Oh well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's the energy of the full moon anyway. You understand? I'm gonna pull some surrender cards and then I'm gonna go ahead and exit stage left. Again, be sure to tune in to FMTV tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the IG, and follow us on TikTok, all under Monday Born Mentality, okay? We are still working on the website so payments can be received. So in the meantime, you can send it over to our Cash App, Monday Born Mentality. Be sure to grab Moon Baby Alchemy, How to Unfuck Your Emotions by Goddess Telly. Also, y'all, I'm on a track, Mr. 13 Sign featuring Simply Telly. The song is called Mother May I. Matter of fact, let me play a little snippet right quick. Hold, please.
Pass the mic. Mother, may I take this walk without the weight of pain?
Yes, son, let the love that I gave remain.
Mother, may I speak your name without having to break?
You speak it loud, so we hear you at them pearly gates.
Mother, may I keep growing even though you're gone?
You been rooted, been grounded, just and carry on.
Mother, may I live without that guilt in my chest?
You know you spirit and creation, come up out that flesh.
That Tuesday child kinda wild.
All right, y'all, I ain't trying to get copyrighted the name, but yeah, that is Goddess Telly, Simply Telly with Mr. 13 Sign. You understand? Be sure to check out that new single. It is available on all platforms. It is on YouTube titled Mother May I. It is on Apple Music, Amazon Music, Tidal, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Just to name a few. All right, now we're going to be doing the surrender card. Hold, please. Y'all see how I'll be fluctuating and shit because I'm governed by the moon. I go through different emotions. Now we back on our smooth jazz and soul R&B. What are we surrendering? All right, what are we surrendering? I'm going to pull 3 cards. 3 cards. Let's see. Then I'm going to end it because this episode is going to be long. But that's okay. All right, we got 1 card. You can't make this up. All right, we got 1 card. The first card is Surrender Denial. The second card is Surrender to Your Full Power. I'm going to do 2 more. Uh-oh. Third card is Surrender Your Stubbornness. Can I get another? Can we have another? 1 more and that's it. Okay then. Surrender to Setting Limits. Okay. So first card is Surrender Denial. Surrender Denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties, okay? Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. Again, surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are, without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decision. Then we have surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. You understand? Surrender to setting limits. It is healthy to set boundaries. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Then we have surrender stubbornness. If you're tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Fourth card, surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Louder for the people in the back, Telly. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. Okay, so that is what we are surrendering under this full moon. Again, be sure to check us out. I'll probably be live from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, be sure to follow the podcast, Cracked Open Podcast, available on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Be sure to grab Moon Baby Alchemy, How to Unfuck Your Emotions, available now on Kindle. Paperback is coming soon. I promise you. I am sorry for the hiccup and the delay. I did everything I was supposed to do. I'm calling in for help to get this issue fixed because I keep doing the same thing and that's just insanity. So I'm going to let an expert figure that part out. Anything else? Again, be sure to check out the new music that we have available under Mr. 13th Sign, the Zodi Activist. You understand? The newest release is Mother May I. Again, if you guys want to share anything, want to promote anything, this platform is available to you. If you want to set up a 15-minute discovery call for free, head over to the website. Go over to, I believe it says book a call. Go over to book a call and you can book a 15-minute discovery call. If anybody went ahead and paid for any of the digital products, a free call is already included in there. So be sure you go ahead and click book a call so we can set up a good date so we can talk and get it crack-a-lacking. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hold, please.